Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read-through for Kubera Season 2, Episodes 6, 7, and 8, and if I have time, if these are a little short, 9 as well. We'll see how things go. I'm excited to read. We're done with Lost, and now moving into Blood, the next title section. And season 2 has been good so far. Kubera in general, again, I've just absolutely loved. So, I mean, no surprise, no big shocker there. I want to say I have read all your comments, so thank you for those. It really does help a lot. I appreciate it a lot, and it is, like, some of you were so kind. So I wanted to say thank you for all the comments and everything. Just wanted to make sure to thank you all. And in addition to that, there is one of you who was posting, like, I could see in my... I wanted to bring this up here because I don't know where else to bring it up. I could see in my notifications that somebody was posting like the blog post or afterward whatever for that information, but then when I went to try to look at it, I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't know if YouTube is auto deleting it, but yeah, I can't actually like see it anywhere. So I do always read the afterwards and blog on my own and take notes on them when I do the reviews. So I am still reading them, but I just wanted to say, thank you to whoever's commenting that, but I can't actually see it. I don't know what YouTube's deal is. Sometimes it just deletes comments and doesn't let you have any choice in the matter. Even though I have it set to, like, allow anything, including links and stuff. I have it specifically set to allow people to post links if they want to, because if anyone posted anything sketchy or malicious, I would just go in and manually delete it myself. But even then, if somebody like posts links, it just auto deletes it. I don't like, what's even the point of the setting if it's gonna just ignore my settings anyway? So yeah, I just wanted to say that really quick to let you know, hey, if you thought, was I deleting your comments? I wasn't deleting your comments. Or if you thought, why wasn't I answering you or anything? That's why. But either way, let's start reading Blood Part 1. What? Go through the checkpoint? What are you talking about? Yuta's vanished. Forget about the checkpoint. We need to go rescue him. Asha, why are you so mean to Yuta? You've been like that ever since the channel. Okay, fine. Let's go find Yuta. Which way shall we go? Lead the way? Shocked. If you don't know, just shut your mouth and follow me, Ron. Lol. That's a really funny Lee's chibi as well. I love when Kurigam does these just like single color blobs for the characters. Okay, we have Blood Part 1, East Calibloom. They'll be inside the city whether they're half-hunters or not. They'll have no reason to leave the closest city. What? Half-hunters? Like the people we saw in Misty Shore? Those who treated halves like they weren't even human. This is really bad. If Yuta... Order something first. You said you were hungry. Who cares about food right now? We don't know what might be happening to Yuta even at this very moment. Lise, Yuta isn't as weak as you think. And I have a good idea of who's taken him, so just eat something. You know who, but how? Yuta was captured by no ordinary trap. It's an item that costs a fortune to activate every time. Okay, so the item is special enough that, of course, Asha would recognize something like that. Okay. And there's only one person that I know of who would use such an item to capture a half. The president of the creation brand Brimo, the richest woman in all of Planet Willarv. So we're immediately jumping into the richest person. Okay, or I guess it does say richest woman, so I guess maybe that doesn't include richest man. We did learn in the early days that there were a number of creation brands out there. Are you talking about Rish Seiran? So instead of Rush Seiran, we have Rish Seiran, just rich but with a letter off. Yeah, I see what you mean. It makes perfect sense, especially when Calibloom is where her home is. But if that's true, this is a bad situation. Once she sticks her fangs in something, she won't let go of it that easily. Rish Seiran. That name sounds really familiar. And then she thinks of Rush. Right. The Atera Magic Union's master's name was Rush Seiran. What similar names they have. So anyway, what should we do? The girl's so rich, offering her a fair amount of money won't work. I have a good idea. Ooh, what is it? We'll just give her all the money she wants and buy him back. Wait, didn't he just say that's not a good idea? Just do it. I mean, if she's rich, then no amount of money would work, right? I don't think that's a good idea. You just said she won't be swayed by offering a fair amount of money. A fair amount of money won't work, so we'll pay 10,000 gold to buy him, and hopefully it'll do. 10,000? And what do you mean by buy, Yuta? That sounds a bit... Then, should we take him back by force? Not a chance, her house is a fortress. Really? So that was, I guess, Lisa's thought? Yes, we electrocuted her, grilled like barbecue before we even passed the door. Oh my. But you don't need to worry. We can just buy him with money. I have nowhere else to spend my money anyway. By the way, if I go by Yuta back, do I get to be Yuta's sponsor since then? I mean, I am someone who only watched while I'm sure someone who only watched while I did everything won't lay claim to him, right? Okay. Then it was directed at Asha. Outskirts of West Kalabloom, the house of Teo Rakan. You can use any room above the 3rd floor. They're all guest rooms and empty anyway. The regular bathroom is on this 1st floor, and large bathroom is in the annex. I thought you said you'd find me a place to stay. Why have you brought me to your house? I was going to do that, but then I remembered that you don't have a single penny on you. I did not want you to deal with a hotel bill when you're already in debt because of your treatment. Why? Are you uncomfortable staying here? Don't be. I have no use for my extra room since I live alone. Plus, there's someone who does the cleaning for me. And you live alone. Are the women here all like you? Is it normal for a female who lives alone to let a strange man in the house? Should I say that you're naive or just reckless? She points to the weapon. Hey, it seems like you lack some general knowledge about magicians or fighters. Didn't I tell you back at the checkpoint? There's no rule that says you must use magic in magic exams. If a fighter's earned an A+ rank in a magic exam just by swordsmanship alone, she does not have to worry about being a female. So, yeah, again, it feels like that would be kind of cheating. So A+ rank just from, like, I guess you can do the calculations even if you can't do magic yourself. And then, of course, you wouldn't have as tough a time if you were a really great swordsman. Just fighting, like, I can see how you could get a high score fighting the Shura. But then I guess you could also just do calculations even if you don't really use magic. Then again, the test could just always be somewhat different. You're right. I made a mistake. My apologies, Teo. And then slap. You don't need to apologize. I should be the one apologizing for pointing my sword at you. Anyway, go up and choose your room. And about your meals, is there anything you're picky about eating? I don't eat seafood. Okay, I'll order meat and vegetables then. And then smiled to frown. That was no ordinary swordsmanship. She was using a transcendental skill. I couldn't see the movement of her sword. She said Kalabloom will be easier to take because there are more fighters than magicians, but does that mean there are a lot of people like her here? Your rubbish information will cause us some delay, Sagara. Again, I love Sagara being, like, kind of confident and then kind of bumbling at the same time. North Kalabloom Luxury Residential Neighborhood, House of Rish Seiran. So, did you find anything? Again, this isn't that palatial, as you would expect from the richest person in the world, as well as, I was kind of wondering, let me go up a little bit to Teo's house. I thought it was kind of funny how she's like, you can use any of the rooms at the 3rd floor above, they're empty, and also, like, there's like 2 bathrooms. Meanwhile, the house is just massive up here, so I'm like, this massive house, and you have 2 bathrooms, and like all your other rooms are taken except for the ones that are up there? That's just something I was thinking. But we're down here at Rish Seiran's house. So, did you find anything? Yes, I found out that the Transcendental Power Meter works perfectly fine. Are you sure you checked properly? It said 17,860. 17,860. It doesn't make sense, even if it was the total for all four of them. Riseran, quarter, age 34. President of Creation brand Brimo. So Rish is actually super young then. I mean, I guess super young in human years, but I guess if you've been around 34 years, it gives you twice the amount of time to collect money while still aging slowly. I know that too. Maybe Mr. Cossack flew by when we were measuring. Whatever. How's the half we captured? I was just about to tell you that he's been bleeding. But they all bleed when they're captured by the hide of bondage, don't they? And people talked about the translation, and I think people said hide of bondage is what they go with from now on, and that's what the fans go with, I think. Yes, but strangely he's bleeding so much from his chest, it's as if he has a big wound. It doesn't matter as long as as long as it doesn't die. Anything else? Well, you see, judging by the teeth, it's definitely a half. And the other body parts aren't that of a Shura, but his blood is black. I've never heard or seen such a thing before. To be continued. Okay, we got cliffhung there. Very good chapter. Felt long and detailed. That felt like a really long chapter, actually. We got a lot there. We got so much about Riseran. We're entering Calibloom to continue that arc. We got more of Teo and Gantarva. If Calibloom is the next city that the Shura group is trying to attack, then this time we're like actually, unlike Night at Rain Fire, we're wrapping the main Elise group up with this. We're like wrapping it into things. So this is very, very exciting. I think we're going to have, you know, more Calibloom stuff to go through before we get into like any action or stuff. We're going to have more like character stuff like that, them like exploring the city, interacting with one another, things like that. So I'm excited. Let's go to episode 7. We start episode 7 with what? Black blood. Yes, I've never heard of any tribe that has black blood. It exists. The last and 8th tribe of the Shuras that's unknown. The creatures of chaos, who should not be called by their name. Huh? Chaos? I've never heard of a tribe like that. Of course you haven't, it's heresy. President, I know about your curiosity, but you should not get into the theories of heretics. Who cares? Doesn't matter as long as I don't talk about it outside. So, anyway, this means that half is a chaos half, huh? The human form Shura of the Chaos tribe is incredibly rare. I can't believe it's in my hands. I'll never sell that even for all the gold in the world. So, Ron's plan, not working. We have Blood Part 2. So you were coming? I guess you don't want to lose Yuta after all, huh? Think what you want. By the way, Yasha, why did people build this city in the mountains when there are empty plains? With all the uphill roads, I think it won't even be easy to walk around. Well, that's because this city wasn't created by natural means. It was chosen by the will of a god. I don't know if you remember what I told you before we left Terra, but the Temple of Chaos was built around the landing place of the Sword of Return. Right, okay, that makes sense then. And Calibloom grew with the temple at its core, while the Temple of Earth was built much later. And because the Chaos closed space interferes with the magical calculation, the city became a fighter-based city. But because of this very strong closed space, people live here even with that inconvenience. This is all common knowledge, so do some reading in your leisure time instead of eating and sleeping. Kid, honestly, you slept through all your classes, didn't you? You don't even need to attend a magic academy to learn this stuff. Even the village schools teach these basics. Mom, please change my name. I want to change my name so I can go to school. I wanted to go, but... What? I mean, how did you know that I like to sleep? How can I not know? You were always sleeping in the water channel. That's right. How cute. Hehe. Man. It's pretty sad. And like, I love showing just the sort of disconnect from the rest of society that Lise has and that she's faced. It's good. You have something that you wish to buy from the president's collection. I was looking all last chapter for Kurigoms hidden here, but I forgot to look this chapter. Man, I don't know if I've missed one. Hold on. You have something that you wish to buy from the president's collection. Ashirahiro Ransairafe. What the hell? This guy's so big, is he even human? Wow, this man's even taller than the other mister I met earlier. Okay, come in, for now. That guy is really huge. Hey Ashirahiro, I thought you were really famous, but I guess I was wrong. That guy wasn't surprised at all, even after looking at your magic license. Since Rana was always talking about you, I thought everyone in the world must know your name or something. Guess not, huh? Guess you're popular because of your face, right? You're thinking so vulgar. Huh? Hey, what'd you just say? Hey! I got you, huh? Is that why you're running away? We have the collection. Whoa, how amazing! So this is how rich people decorate their house! Not all of them. But she does have a lot of them for sure. She should use her money for charity or something. Hey kid, don't touch anything. There could be some sort of anti-theft device on it. We see Asha looking at a bow. Neutral bow, and 5 calibloom. Okay, so Asha has to have some sort of connection there. Why, is there something you like? But I'm sure you'll have to pay at least twice what it's worth. Ah, I was just looking. She must have quite a collection if she's displaying god-level items in the corridor like this. God-level items? I'm sure she has more than she needs. She would probably leave them anywhere, unless it's a powerful item like the Staff of Agni. I see. Powerful items. Aren't those guys the ones from before? Yes, they told the gatekeeper that they wanted to buy something. They must be here to get the half back. How'd they know that it's here? Do they know about the height of bondage? Well, they're not just any ordinary people. The status from searching through the checkpoint records by using their names from their magic licenses. And we see Ashirahiro. It's so crazy seeing the younger Asha. Sorry, just, glancing through. Okay. Just glancing through. First, Ashirahiro, famous magician until year N12, but she wasn't seen for the last 3 years. Okay, that's interesting too. Sorry, hold on. Has best record in history of Rintalo. Penalty for accidental homicide of 29 people due to misuse of magic. And I guess that's 0 out of all of that paid. What? That's Asha? She looks nothing like how she was 3 years ago. I thought she hated skirts. This is not good. Roosh is a big fan of Asha, so if Roosh finds out that we caused trouble with Asha, then should we just give back the half? No, of course not. It'll be annoying. It'll be annoying, really, if Roosh throws a fit, but I can take it. The real problem is this one. Okay, so we have half of Yaksha. I don't know if we had learned before that he was Yaksha. Best record in history of Misty Shore. Applied for AA. Pros 37%, cons 63%. And he's also Varna blood. I never imagined he'd dress so ordinarily at usual times. He only wore designer clothes when I saw him at the Creation Brand Gathering. I should have noticed that he had braided his hair. So Ron is really important. His uncle's the priest... Oh, wait, duh, of course. His uncle's the priest of water. And I'm sorry, I love the outfit. And his aunt's the dean of the magic department at Misty Shore University. But the biggest problem is that his elder brother is Lut Syrafe, the priest of creation and arch enemy of our company. Damn it, why that guy of all people? Say, President, they have pretty intimidating connections. We should just give back the half... No. You said the half is bleeding black blood, right? I just came up with a good idea. A plan that will take care of them all, whatever connections they might have. Are they going to try to fake Yuta's death, maybe? And be like, oh, we killed him because he was a Chaos Shura. I don't think they'd really fall for that, but is that maybe the plan? The President said to wait in this room. Wow, that means we'll meet Yuta soon. Hey, do you even have the money? And then I'll help out with the rest, so tell me how much you have. Are you ignoring me? Huh? Fine, I'm not gonna help out. I don't care if you don't have enough or not. Mr. Unsirefate, hear me out for a sec. We have some whispering. Reese, that crazy bitch, how dare she? And then hush. It's only my guess for now, but the possibility cannot be ignored. So please take Lise and return to our hotel, Unsirefate. Huh? What about Yuta? I love Lise just talking to the tall guy. I'll be bringing Yuta back with me. By yourself? How? You have that much money? No. But I won't. We don't need any money with what we're doing. To be continued. I wonder if this is going to be extreme negotiation or a violent quote-unquote negotiation. Is Asha just going to take things by force? Sorry, my nose keeps itching today. But yeah, either way, Chapter 7 was also very, very fun. Very, very good. And yeah, I want to keep reading. I don't really think I have any more to say that I didn't say while I was reading. I think that this stuff is all just really good. I'm just really loving the journey of Kubera. So let's go read Chapter 8. Season 2, Episode 8 starts with, huh? It looks like the other two are leaving Asha behind. Should I lock down the gate? No, let them go. It's better if I let Unsirefate go. I could take him for sure, but dealing with his family could be troublesome. But Asha, she's an orphan from Karte who has no kin. Okay, so, like, hard confirmation, an orphan from Karte who has no kin on this planet whatsoever. We may have already been told that before in the afterwards, maybe earlier in the series. We had some definite strong hints. Like, at the very least, definite strong hints. But now we have, like, hard confirmation. Asha's from Karte. And it's crazy to think people just going from planet to planet in Kubera. Which makes her much easier to deal with than Ron. You'd think, though, that, like, a lot of people in high places really like Asha. So, you know, it's still a kind of bad thing to go against her, you would think. Blood Part 3. We have an interesting piece of art here. Marut and Asfin's statue, ruby plus bloodstone. So, you wish to buy something from me, huh? I wonder what brings the famous Asha all the way to my home. The corpse of Anastica, a god-level item. Or could it be a half, or perhaps a half? I don't need a half. I want to buy the neutral bow that you have on display in the corridor. Huh? The neutral bow. No, wait, aren't you here to buy the half? No, what makes you think that I came to buy a half? That's because... What the hell is this? She's not here for the half? I have no idea. Is the bow for sale or not? Oh, I'll sell it. Just give me 100,000 gold. And then, this face is so good. To my knowledge, your final bid for the bow at the N5 auction was 2,000 gold. What a markup. Don't you think it's too much to ask 50 times the original price for an item that nobody knows how to use? Oh, too much? N5 was 10 years ago, and I'm capable enough to make 2,000 gold into 100,000 gold in 10 years. So isn't it fair to sell an item I bought for 2,000 gold at 100,000 gold, since I don't really care if you buy it or not? Fine. I'll buy it for 100,000 gold. Really? By the way, Miss Riche, where do you keep the halves that you capture? I keep them locked up in the basement. Why? I knew it. She is here for that half after all. Is she planning to find out the location and go rescue it herself? How funny. I was just curious, since people say an aggressive half is not easy to keep in confinement. And if a half causes trouble inside the city, the sponsor has to take responsibility. My, there's nothing to worry about. None of the halves I've sponsored have ever caused trouble. Okay, is she going to use the threat of Yuta escaping to her advantage? Because once they're trapped in the basement, it's impossible to escape. There are traps and god-level items waiting at every corner. A perfect guard system without a single guardsman. There are no guards, you say? None at all. I'm glad to hear that. And I was about to tell you to evacuate them if you had any. We have the gnawing from Yuta. Is it really okay for us to leave Asha there alone? Will Asha be okay? Well, I'm not sure you're going to be much help. You're not going to be much help being there, kid. Hey, stop worrying about her and let's go eat before we go back to the hotel. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What should we... She looks over. Calibloom Fighters Guild Affiliated Martial Arts Academy. I like this building design. Again, I keep forgetting to look for Kurigoms. You want to look around the academy? Well, I guess we could. And we see cute dog girl and this little like chibi sheep person. No, why don't you come back later with Asha? I'm not all that interested. Oh, that's right. I forgot you were scared of halves. Then you should wait here. I'll go in by myself. Hang on, no, please. Don't leave me here alone. Resorting to using her name. Calibloom Central Magic Store District. Just cleansing back up. This material reduces 10% of any damage by magic or transcendental attacks. Who cares about 10%? Wouldn't you die with one transcendental skill of Ashura? Anyway, if you're hit? Yes, it's usually only suited for duels and such. Not really suitable for you, President. I'm not buying it for me. It's for Elwyn. Shouldn't Elwyn be concentrating on long-distance combat rather than close combat? Hey, I'm going to a different shop. Did you find anything you like? And then startled. You want that item you're holding? No, I was just looking. And then, hey, I'll buy this glove. So, you like red gloves, huh? No, I thought it might suit the son of a friend of mine. What? You don't even remember your own name, but you remember your friend's son? Only very vaguely. He's really ill-mannered, and a real brat. Plus he's stupid. And that's why I always worry about him. That's really sweet. Okay, are we seeing outside? Somewhere near Rintalo. Seriously, what a stupid king. Stupid? Are you talking, or who? Are you talking about Sagara? What are you talking about? Gandharva, of course. And we have Cloche. I think Cloche is the female one. I think this is Cloche. And Hura. To be honest, there's less than a 0.00000000001% chance that Shakuntala is still alive, yet he's basically a slave for that tiny probability. It drives me crazy just to watch him. But isn't that good for your tribe? This new plan wouldn't be possible without Gandharva. That's true, but I feel sorry for the Gandharva tribe. How can a king be more concerned about his daughter than the safety of the whole tribe? Wow, it's really pathetic. You know, Cloche, ever heard of the saying, even the walls have ears, and rats hear what's said by night? What would you do if Gandharva hears you bad-mouthing him? How could he hear me? Gandharva's in Calibloom, right? Why? Why is Gandharva in Calibloom? Answer me quickly, Cloche. I'm hungry. To be continued. We get cliffhung there. I think I've got enough time to do one more. I want to do one more. So far, I've talked a bit about how, like, usually the titles refer to multiple different things going on in the arc and trying to, like, you know, connect where they are. I think the obvious thing that Blood connects to would be Yuta in his bloodline, his connection to Chaos, part of the Chaos Shuras, having the black blood. That's the obvious one. But I think it also has to do with Ron Syrafay and his blood connections to all of these important people and how that was important. The blood connections between Gandharva now and Shakuntala being brought up. So I think there's various things like that. Also, with Lise going in to the Fighters Academy here, Lise has connection to fighters through her father. So there is that too. So I think that those many multitude of things are what the title's referring to. But either way, I want to do one more. I want to keep going, so let's do episode 9, and then I'll probably have to end there. It is hard to, like, do too many, like, to do videos that are too long when I'm really consistently doing multiple videos a day, pretty much, and have been for the past couple months, and still plan to do even more. Like, I feel like I don't have time to do enough of all the things that I want to do. I want to do so much more when it comes to videos, when it comes to streaming. So, like, I can't go too long since I have to, like, make this every single Monday, but I want to try to do as many as I can each Monday. So either way, let's see what we have with episode 9. We're looking at the city from outside again. We have Sagara here. Rintalo, a city drenched in the resentment of my tribe. I may not have the power to destroy that city now, but I'll have that city crushed even before Eloth when I have enough power. Sagara, I'm sorry, but Marana found out about our plan. We have Pingada and Ryagara. Everything's my fault for not keeping the others' mouths shut. Everything is due to my negligence. If you wish, I'll try to stop Marana before he reaches Calibloom at all costs. Don't worry, I don't care about Marana. It was Gantarva who suggested we keep Marana out of the mission anyway. Gantarva did it for the good of Marana, but Marana has no idea. Isn't that funny? Anyway, go and get ready. We can't just stand here doing nothing forever. Okay, Blood Part 4. And then we have beeping, basement door 7 destroyed. Then the shock for Rish. Yeah? What is that? Or what is this? That half is the only one behind door 7. Shut up and check. Miss Rish, this is not a problem you can solve. 50,000 for the neutral bow, and I'll offer you my aid. No way. You just said 100,000. What's with the bargain now? If you don't have the money, get lost. How do you know how much money do you know how much money I've poured into this house? That half can try escaping all at once. It'll never get anywhere. And then, none of the basement security cameras are working. I don't know what's wrong with them. None of them are broken, but why? Is he going to be powered up or maybe even lose a bit of his rationality because of the effect of the chaos close space, maybe? I don't know what's wrong with them. None of them are broken, but why? I told you to do frequent checkups. I checked them just this morning. It's not your cameras that have a problem. I'll ask again, Miss Rish. Or it's not your cameras that have a problem. I'll ask again, Miss Rish. Would you like my help? Damn it, I told you to guard the entrance. Why'd you let Asha and the big guys take him down? What a big useless lump of steel. Miss Rish, you have no time for this. If you let him into the city, the consequences will be catastrophic. I told you it's not getting out. He was lucky enough to break through one door, then basement door 6 destroyed. Door 5 trap activated, error, door 5 destroyed. Doors 5 and 6 must be right next to each other, huh? You're running out of time. What do you say? Neutral bow, 10,000 gold. What? You just said 50,000 before. I'll sell for 50,000, fine. Now do something about 100 gold. You don't have any time to waste right now. Sell it to me for 100 gold. Shock. I, Riseran, will sell the neutral bow to Ashirahiro for 100 gold. Details on the back. President of Creation Brand, Primo Riseran. This contract looks too short. It's longer on the other side. Read it later and do something about that half. We have no time. Well, okay. Since we have no time to waste, we need to give him food to calm him down. But since we have no time to buy, I'll go out and buy it. Or since we have no time to go out and buy it. I found an acceptable substitute in the other room. The Martin Asfin statue made by a fusion of God's blood. It's possible to separate the blood into its original forms using magic. What? Are you saying you're going to give that to the half for food? That's one of a kind, and that's one of a kind and the only statue in the world. A one-of-a-kind statue in the world, the only of its kind in the world. I get what they mean, even if it's not, like, perfectly correct. Would you like to take its place, then? The comedy panel. I'm telling you now, I can't help you at all. If it looks as you can't resolve the situation, I'm gonna take all my expensive items and run. I never expected any help from the start, so please stop chattering. Basement door 2 destroyed. And then we've got Yuta Bhavati Indra. And he's soaked in the blood. And again, blood referring to the god's blood. It's god blood. Better food than eating common chura. Are you back to yourself now? I understand you haven't had any proper food since the water channel, and you've lost a lot of blood due to the height of bondage. You would have instinctively searched for food. I'm not even surprised, since this kind of incident was within the scope of my expectations. Anyway, we can't let Lee see you in this state. So let's get the Hide of Bondage off you, Yuta. And again, we saw it before when he killed the one lesser Shura or whatever, and he seemed really like bloodlusty about it. I think he could be getting affected by the chaos around him. Like, we don't know how much a half Shura, half God would be affected by things like the synchronization of emotions, the emotional resonance, but being somewhere as thick with emotional resonance as like right by the Sword of Return or Sword of Re, whatever, right here in a place where there's a chaos closed space, and again, not just a chaos closed space, but an exceptionally powerful one. It does feel like that's something that might affect him emotionally. He bites into Asha's hand. She only has one of those, Yuta. You can't do this. To be continued. Good cliffhanger. I am very excited because I'm excited to see where this subplot goes with Yuta and everything. I really, 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 really want to see more of the fighters and the Fighters Guild and Academy and stuff. So I really want to see more of Lee's there. I hope we get to actually see that on screen. Then I'm so excited about what is it? I'm losing my train of thought. I'm sorry. About Teo and Guntarva. That's really cool. Plus we have the other Shura coming in. Very cool again. We get to see more of these characters. We don't have to spend a super long time away from them. And then we have Marina, who's already like blazing his way there to go see Guntarva. So very cool stuff. And again, why? I feel like Marina should just kind of trust Guntarva's judgment, maybe. Just be like, okay, going along with it, whatever. Because it's like, what can he do even if he gets there? But either way, very fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters and my first thoughts and reaction. I'm so excited to get to see more of this arc. Generally, like not just Blood or the title segment, but just this whole Rintalo arc in general. I love this so far. Or not Rintalo, Calibloom. Why was I thinking of Rintalo? Did somebody mention that recently? But I'm so excited to see more of this arc in general. Let's see, what else was there? Like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. Ask and I can give you a link. If you'd like to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks down below, it'd be very much appreciated. But if you want to not only help support the channel, but also get One Piece videos a little bit early, if you want to get a shout out at the end of every video, then you can go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description, or just hit join down below to become a member. Thank you so much to patrons and members. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Holly, Magical Girls, Efranono, Abyss Knight, and J.A., Cherryton students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer candidates, SG and Stance Eater, and Pure Element Bade RDL. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.